Today for New Music Monday, I'm checking out the brand new album from Deerhoof, and it's called La Isla Bonita. For more than 20 years, Deerhoof have been making their own brand of experimental rock pop awesomeness. And many people were wondering a little bit when their last album was called Breakup whether it was gonna be it. Well, it's not. While this record is definitely still challenging and perfectly unique like the rest of their catalog, I feel like these tracks are a lot more accessible than anything the band has ever shown before. And I think this is really gonna have a much wider appeal than just people who listen to that experimental, artsy, avant-garde style of music. The hooks they always make are definitely still here. They're just not as buried and hard to find as they have been in the past, in a good way. Because at the same time, they never neglect that endless style of exploration, and that is some of the best moments on this album. The musical angles on the opening track are just awesome. And the way that the guitars just smash into the vocals, it's spectacular. There's no other way of saying it. And the percussion all across the record is addictive as hell. It's so good. There's also killer progressions here that make you all tingly inside, and the one that you get on the song Black Pitch might be my favorite on the entire record. It's a bit more restrained in some ways for this group, but it's just as brilliant. You're really gonna dig that song. The great guitar and bass work combines with what might be the best drumming performance of Greg's entire career, and that's saying something. That guy can drum his ass off, but the way he plays here is just stunning. It is so good. And then you have the vocals, which are of course the best part of every single song, and I don't want to say I've taken them for granted or it's what we've come to expect, but they're warm, they're great all around, and you know what? It is what we've come to expect. They definitely deliver. The difference on this album is that, like the band have said, you can really hear their influences stronger than ever on this album. There are moments that are very Sonic Youth style, some Flaming Lips-esque moments. There's all sorts of different sounds and chaos here, but at their core, these are all Deerhoof songs. They're making each of them their own, but you can definitely see bands they're trying to play musical tribute to. That overall level of noise that we've come to expect on Deerhoof is definitely there, but it's reformed. It's a bit more refined this time around. And it allows for some very cool orchestrations that, again, I think are gonna have a much wider appeal than they have in the past. The way that the guitars move in and out around these songs, it's unexpected in a great way, and I think that is where people are gonna get hooked. But I think the biggest key on this album is, as always, these songs know when to end. So many experimental bands just want to go on endlessly till it gets boring, and that's a problem that Deerhoof has always managed to avoid. None of these tracks overstay their welcome. And then of course you have the final track. It's a very special musical moment. I don't want to spoil it for you, but it makes listening to the rest of the record very much worth it. There's grooves, there's thrash, there's quirky fun, there's just a ton going on this album. And to tell you the truth, when you're done playing it, you just want to play it again. It's that good. And on the buy it or borrow it, La Isla Bonita is a solid borrow it. If you've never heard them before, this is definitely a place to check them out, and if you know Deerhoof already, you're really gonna dig this record. So that's what I got for you guys today. I hope you dug it. If you did, go ahead and click subscribe, leave a comment, click like, whatever you want to do. You can follow me on Twitter and Facebook right here, and I'll see you guys again next time.